over Sophie coming back, praising him again over Natasha Howard not coming back. Minnesota Lynx gave her some money, 1.4 mil. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, we know J.C. Sheldon's going to the Chicago Sky. Well, so is Dejanay Carrington. Yeah, that's right. Dejanay Carrington. Caitlin Clark, somebody get her some Kurt Rambis.
Angel Reese supporters have been vocal and upset over the Chicago Sky assigning jersey number 5 to Rakia Jackson. The reaction from a portion of the fan base has been intense, with some actually calling for the number to be retired in honor of Reese, despite her having only spent 2 seasons with the franchise.
Caitlin Clark, somebody get her some Kurt Rambis goggles. Caitlin Clark is going to need the safety goggles to play against the Chicago Sky. They're putting together a Caitlin Clark hit squad. People are talking about this being a hit squad. Dejanay Carrington has agreed to a 1-year deal to join the Chicago Sky. What the F? You have to admit, though.
What makes the situation even more pointed is that Jackson wore number 5 throughout her college career, meaning the number carries its own history for her well before arriving in Chicago.
To admit, though, Chicago Sky is not going to be a pushover. They're not. That game, Angel Reese isn't even there anymore. That game may be spicier now than it was when Angel was there. Certainly may be more dangerous. Get Caitlin Clark Kurt Rambis goggles. I mean, back in the day, Kurt Rambis wore some goggles. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, safety goggles. Can we get Caitlin Clark some of those?
The Sky finished those 2 seasons with a combined win total somewhere around 20 games, which makes the conversation around retiring any number from that era a difficult one to justify by most measures.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, safety goggles. Can we get Caitlin Clark some of those? Because Freddy Krueger herself is going to be on the court. Good Lord. Good Lord. That leads us over here. Howard's going to the Lynx. That's me, Rhodes Ranch. You can follow on the X. 2-time All-Star Natasha Howard is signing with the Minnesota Lynx. 2 years, 1.4 mil. Sources tell ESPN. Every Fever fan
Dejanay Carrington has agreed to a 1-year contract with the Chicago Sky.
Every Fever fan just rejoiced because nothing slowed down the pace of a Indiana Fever basketball game last year like Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard get the ball in her hand, and all you could do was throw up your hands because you were like, why are you running the ball down the court? Why are you running the ball down the court like a forward? It was...
The signing has drawn attention given that Carrington has a reputation for aggressive defensive play, and Indiana Fever fans in particular have taken notice.
Court like a forward. It was terroristic to see. Let's just keep it real. It was terrorist activity, and we were all witness to the sloth-like nature of Natasha Howard taking the ball down the court. We ain't watching that now, at least not on our team. Praise Jesus. A lot of church in here today. A lot of church.
Combined with the earlier news of J.C. Sheldon also heading to Chicago, the Sky are shaping up to be a physically demanding matchup for any opponent, especially for Caitlin Clark and the Fever when those two teams meet on the court this season.
In here today. A lot of church. Wishing you all the best. All the best. Yeesh. Although I'm sorry to see Flash move on, I'm happy for her. Hey, go ahead. This is big relief for us Fever fans. We can relax now. Next, Bro Turner go find a team. Oh, no. I just realized Turner has not announced a new team. Turner has not announced a new team.
Natasha Howard will not be returning to Indiana.
Announced a new team. You know, my boy Ken Swift earlier said, where's Natasha Cloud going? And I was like, to hell? I said to Hades. I mean, you know, where is she going? Can we get a Natasha Cloud announcement to any other team? They better not. They better not. I'm just telling you right now. How to kill a locker room right quick.
The veteran forward has signed a 2-year deal worth $1.4 million with the Minnesota Lynx, according to ESPN.
That because Dallas fans hated her. They hated her. But, like, she's not coming to the Fever to be a major piece. She was a max contract player for Dallas. And if you guys could subscribe, we greatly appreciate it. We are trying to hit 58.6K by the draft. If we can get 18 more subscribers, that'd be incredible. But, like, we have to look at this from and be in some way reasonable here. Like, the Indiana Fever are not signing her to be this unbelievable max contract player. If they are, they've screwed up.
For Fever supporters, the news has been widely welcomed.
Contract player. If they are, they've screwed up. This organization's run, I hope you lose your job. As I said, I don't hate it. Admin saw the crash outs. Let's look at what's going on. Fire everybody in front office. On God, if CC pulls it off with her. I mean, she was literally... Maisha Hines-Allen was the second player off the bench for the best team in the WNBA 2 years ago. Maisha Hines-Allen was a starter on a team with...
Howard's time in Indiana was marked by inconsistency, with stretches of strong play interrupted by periods that frustrated fans, particularly her tendency to bring the ball up the floor at a pace that disrupted the Fever's preferred tempo.
Was a starter on a team with... She started over a rookie, Ellie Edwards. She's good. She's genuinely good. Like, what's up with this crash out? She is a good player. Like, she's 6'1", but plays like she's 6'4". She's 200 pounds, is a bulldozer. Like, she is somebody that actually has the ability to be a really, really good backup four. Like, Monique Billings is...
Her departure is viewed as a positive development for a team looking to play at a faster and more fluid style this coming season.
Good backup four. Like, Monique Billings is a starter. Cool. Could we do better than Monique Billings as starting five? Based on how much... Sorry, power forward. Based on how much these power forwards are making? No. I actually fully am not... I'm not entirely sure if the Indiana Fever could make more money. Like, if they could, let's say not going to make more, if they could afford better than Monique Billings. And it's one of these things where it was...
Brianna Turner has yet to announce a new team, which remains an open question for those monitoring the Fever's roster situation.
Could afford better than Monique Billings. And it's one of these things where it was like, if you look at this channel a while ago, ESPN predicts that the Indiana Fever could trade Dandis for Maisha Hines-Allen. I literally responded to this being like, it's a big upgrade. Hines-Allen's a big upgrade on Dandis. Horrible. Dandis staying with Fever. I literally said, I was like, this is a big upgrade. And it gives, I was like, the Fever probably don't do it because they're not going to win a title anyway. But like, if you look here, Aces versus Mystics playoffs, Maisha Hines-Allen. And I understand that this was 3 years ago, but she's still...
Natasha Cloud's destination has also been a topic of conversation, with strong opinions about where she may or may not land.
Understand that this was 3 years ago, but she's still 30, and it's not like she got injured. She just had a bad year. Like, she literally just had a bad year. Like, this is her in the playoffs, by the way. In the playoffs. Against, like, you look at her in the playoffs against the Liberty. 21 points, 8 rebounds in 2023. I get it. 2023 seems like a long time ago. It wasn't. And I did say in another video that she was the right side of 30. In fact, ESPN...
The jersey number situation with Rakia Jackson continues to generate strong reactions online.
Time ago. It wasn't. And I did say in another video that she was the right side of 30. In fact, ESPN have her date of birth wrong. She is 30. So she's not 29, she is 30. She made a old WNBA team. Like, this is not a player who's bad. This really is not a player who's bad. Like, if you look, and I'm just going to type in her name. I'll type in her name, and is there any shorts?
Several responses have pointed out that Jackson has been associated with the number 5 since her early playing days, long before the current debate surfaced.
No. So you can't really see much of her because if I did, I have to show this. I can't show this in like full like width, but Maisha Hines-Allen can play, you know. She can really play. And Maisha Hines-Allen on Aja Wilson here. I have to pause every 2 seconds. I'm sorry, otherwise we get over copyright. But going in, throwing a pass down there in defeat. Like,
the broader argument being made by those pushing back against the retirement calls is that a number retirement is typically reserved for players with significant tenure and team success, neither of which fully applies in this case given the circumstances of Reese's time with the organization.